The beast SG918, faster than you know. Pushing limits, never slow. Feel the rush, see the show. One speed runs night and day. Never catch us, we won't sway. Thunder sound, storm and hail. Victory run, we can't fail. The beast SG918, max, let's go. Racing streets faster than you know. Pushing limits, never slow. Feel the rush, see the show. Oh, see the show. Oh, see the show.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to have a look at this new little road car from ZLL. This is the SG918 Max because this is the brushless version. As you can see on the box, there is a different color combination you can get. This is the brushed model, which actually looks pretty cool, but I've got the brushless version. Now on the side of the box you can see there's a full drive car and it has a 35 amp 2S brushless ESC receiver combo. This one actually has a 2440 4500 kV motor, so it's a pretty small brushless motor. 3-wire servo and angel eyes. Now this car also boasts to have a claimed speed of between 60 to 70 k's an hour, which in my opinion, I think is going to be pretty hard to get that with the stock battery. It does come with this little lithium ion 1300 milliamp hour, but it's only a 2S. And it is a lithium ion pack, so they're not as punchy as a lipo. I'm thinking that we're going to probably get around 40, maybe 45 k's with this battery, but they're claiming 60 to 70 k's an hour, which leads me to believe that even though it's a 2S rated ESC receiver combo, probably can handle a 3S like other models that I've had from this particular brand. Well, not this brand, not ZLL, but Suchi and JJRC. They've also claimed, 70 k's an hour on the same sort of chassis, but with their full drive trucks, and they do handle a 3S. Now, before we have a look at the car, just to show you the standard transmitter. It's nothing new. They've always used these transmitters on these particular RC models. So we've got an on and off switch, steering reverse, steering trim, and steering dual rate, okay? On the side here, we've got our 3 speed modes, high, medium, and low, and the channel 3 button here. When you press that, you can control the different light modes. Fully proportional steering and throttle, of course, and we have 3 AA batteries, which we have to fit in this transmitter. Now, they do claim on the listing, this transmitter should give us between 100 to 150 meters of range. Now in this bag here, we get our standard user manual. We also got a spare set of drift tires. Looks like we've got a couple of LED light strips for underglow. A screwdriver. We also have the standard USB to 2S battery charger here. A 4-way cross wrench for the wheels, as well as some extra body pins. Now a quick look at the car, guys, and it looks pretty awesome. It looks exactly like the Porsche 917, and this particular model actually looks like a mini Alalo AK 917, with that being a 110 scale. This is a little 116 scale. So as you can see, pretty cool livery throughout. It's got Assault written on the side, Beast, and the number 6 here, Space Future, Travel Through Time. Also do like the brushed version body show. I wish they did have a choice for the brushless, but this is the brushless version. This is the only color you can get. On the back here, we have a bit of a bumper here with a diffuser and your tail lights. And of course, on the front, we have our headlights, which also has that halo ring or angel eyes. And we also got an extra set of lights on the bottom here as well. Now, like I showed you before, we do get 2 sets of tires. These ones on the car are the street tire. They are rubber, while the drift tires are hard plastic. These ones have no foam in them because they're very low profile, but they should do a pretty good job of driving this car on the street. All right, so let's take the body shell off. As you can see, like most RC companies these days, it's good to see that they've got the little tethers here so you don't lose your body clips. Now, once again, this is a very familiar chassis setup from this particular manufacturer of RCs. They're using the same chassis all the time with all their models, whether it be an off-road vehicle or one of their, you know, road-going cars like this one. All right, so we've got the 2440 4500 kV motor. It's actually stamped on the back here. Probably can't see that too well on camera, but 4500 kV. Got our all-in-one 35 amp ESC receiver combo, 3-wire servo. Got our lighting for the front and the rear. Same alloy chassis brace. We've got our plastic friction shocks, of course. I've never seen this particular manufacturer bring out their brushless versions with oil-filled shocks, but it shouldn't really matter in this case because it's a road car. You know, it's pretty low to the ground as is. It should be not too bad, but I am going to fit those pre-tensioner clips just under the spring here, just to stiffen it up a little bit before I take it out. We've got a little servo saver on the 17-gram servo. The car also has metal CVDs and metal dog bones on the back here. We also can see the metal drive shaft in the center there. So that's basically it, guys. What I'm going to do is charge up some batteries and we'll take it out. We'll see what we can get on the stock lithium ion pack. This is only a 10C discharge, so you know, I'm thinking we might get around 40 k's an hour. I might bring a 2S lipo, and let me just quickly check. I've got a 3S lipo here. I'm going to see if that will fit. It should fit in the battery bay there. We just can't put the little bracing on, but I might try it out at the end of the video. I might do a quick 3S speed run after I, you know, street bash it and do the initial 2S speed runs, okay? Just in case something might go wrong with the ESC, but I highly doubt it. I've had pretty good luck with these running on a 3S battery. All right, guys, we've got the ZLL Beast car here. We're going to take it for a quick speed test on the lithium ion pack that's provided. It's a 1300 milliamp hour. I've also got a 1500 milliamp hour 2S lipo. So we're all zeroed out. Okay, make sure that's all working. Yep, perfect. Let's see what it does on the standard battery we get. Now it is pretty bouncy. In the actual accessories, I only got 3 of those pre-tensioner clips that go on the shocks, so I'm only using 2 just on the front shocks. See it bouncing all over the place up there, but it's actually keeping in the straight line pretty good. Got the turn signals as I lightly turn right. All right, so let's see what I got on the lithium ion pack. Now they do state 60 to 70 k's, which I highly doubt we're going to get. It got 39 kilometers an hour on the standard battery, guys. All right. So I'm going to put the lipo in there and we'll see if we can get at least 40 k's an hour. Alright guys, we're going to go for a speed run with the 2S lipo. It's the same lipo I used the other day, the Awanfi 45C discharge 2S. See if we can get into the 40 kilometers an hour. Definitely more punchier than the lithium ion pack that's only got a 10C discharge rate. 42 kilometers an hour, guys, with a 2S lipo. Hopefully you can see that. I'll put a screenshot on the screen anyway, but yeah, I'll put that in miles per hour as well. So 42 k's an hour out of a 2S lipo. So yeah, it's quite a fair bit slower than what they say on the listing, being that it's 60 to 70 k an hour car. They must mean that this can handle a 3S. All right, let's take for a bit of a street bash, see how it handles. Like I said, I've still got that Awanfi lipo in there. I've got the lithium ion in my pocket. Not having all shot. making the handling a little bit hard, especially if you want to try to do any drifting. It's making it spin out a lot because the whole rear end especially is bouncing around. You can pretty much drift it around with the street tires. I'm not going to bother on this type of surface to use the actual plastic drift tires. But yeah, fun little car. Pretty fast. Even on this 2S lipo, like we've seen, we got in 42 k's an hour. Whoa! Handles rather well. Considering it's got friction shocks, it's handling pretty good. A lot of fun as a parking lot basher like this. Whoa! Oh, I hit the curb. Durability test. The more I'm getting used to it, more fun I'm having. Oil-filled shocks, of course, will be great improvement on this, great upgrade. Like I said, I've only got those pre-tensioners on the front because I only got 3 out of 4 in the kit. Brakes are pretty good. Does donuts on a dime. Look at that. If I can do a flick turn with it. Oh yeah. Reverse 360 then. It's a pretty awesome car actually. Even with the, you know, the way it's set up, even though it's got friction shocks, which makes it, you know, lose control a little bit. But with some oil-filled ones, this will be really dialed in. And that little motor, 2440, it's pretty punchy. It's not a 2845 that we're used to seeing in these models either. They've gone with a smaller motor this time. I'm surprised. All right, full throttle. Can I go through this corner without lifting up? Oh! Ah, that was a good stack. Quite a bit of body rash on the top now. It's all right. It's got that plastic coating still on there that you can peel off. I never peeled it off, so it'll be like a brand new shell when I take that off. That's full throttle. Whoa! So I could carry it on this other parking lot. Let's try that again. Yeah, this thing's awesome, man. You can make this into a little 1/16 scale speedrunner, which I might do. Put a different ESC in it. Maybe run it on a on the stock motor. Maybe put a different high amp ESC in it, and who knows, maybe it'll run pretty good on the stock motor the way it is. Yeah, oh, wipe out. Go and jump it up this curb. Whoa! Full throttle. Hey, he's landed. All right, looks like we've got LVC. Yep. Okay. Alright guys, well look, I might let this cool down for a few minutes and then I'll pop that 3S in there and we'll do a quick speed run on 3S, see if we can get closer to that claimed speed of 60 to 70 k's an hour. But yeah, so far no damage at all. Tires are a little bit worn, but yeah, awesome little car guys. Really do like this one. Yeah, wow guys, I just thought I'll take the shell off to see the motor, and it is really hot guys. So I might just leave the 3S speed run for a while. I'm gonna let this cool down completely and then we'll try it out on 3S, but I can't go back-to-back lipos because yeah, that is really hot. Definitely need a little heat sink for this motor to keep the temps down a bit. But yeah, great little car, great little street basher, speed runner. You know, it's got a lot of potential too, with some better electronics to be a little speed weapon. So yeah, I might do that later on. I might actually you know, definitely put oil-filled shocks on it for starters, get rid of that bounce, and yeah, make this into a little speed project later on. So anyway guys, if you want to get yourself one of these cars, check the link in the description below. I got this from Banggood. It's a ZLL Beast Max. I think the Pro version is the brushed one, but I'll leave a link to both different models and you can pick this one up at Banggood. All right guys, and if there's any coupon codes, I'll definitely put them in the description below. So anyway, at the moment, I'm going to let this cool down because it's really, really hot. So I'll be back a bit later and we'll give it a 3S speed run. So don't click off just yet. Stick around to the end and the speed run on 3S will be coming up right now. Right guys, I'm out at this old road that I used to do all my speed runs at. Probably notice I haven't been out here for a while. It's because basically half the road has been blocked off for the last 6 months now, so any of my fast cars I can't really run here anymore. But as promised guys, I'm going to test it out on the 3S. Now it is powered on, it does run on the 3S battery. Okay, I'll show you the battery that I'm using at the end, but yeah, we'll see if we can get the 60 to 70 k's an hour on the box. Now there's the 42 kilometers an hour from the 2S lipo run. So we'll refresh that, 0. Okay guys, let's see if we can get the 60 to 70 k's an hour on the box. Still, luckily I've got enough of this road to actually do a speed test, especially with a small car like this. But any other faster cars, larger scaled ones, I'm not able to run here anymore, unfortunately. It's not enough room, especially with that road being blocked off. It's pretty quick. I think it might get close to 70, you know. Pretty dialed in as far as keeping a straight line too. All right, one more. Okay. I held on to that one a bit longer. All right, let's bring it back. We'll see what it got on 3S. Now they do actually have printed or stamped in the battery bay 7.4 volt 2S and even on the ESC itself, but let's see what we got guys. It got 64 k's an hour. Awesome. Okay, 64 k's. I'll put that in mile per hour and I'll take a screenshot of that as well. So yeah, it can do, you know, the 60 to 70 k's an hour on a 3S battery, and it seemed to handle it rather well. Like I said, the motor temps on this one after that 2S, you know, bash in the parking lot, it got extremely hot. So if you do buy this car, I suggest put a extra heat sink on there, maybe even with a little cooling fan as well. I highly recommend that, because this 2440 motor was scorching hot. Actually, let's see if it's hot running on that 3S up and down the street. It's not too bad. It's pretty warm after those few runs, but yeah, once again, this 2440 motor got extremely hot after that, you know, bashing around and having fun with it in the parking lot earlier. But yeah, this is the little lipo I used, 1500 milliamp hour Z graphene battery, 120C 3S. It just fits in there perfectly, but I couldn't put the little lever attachment there. All right, so there you have it, guys. That is that little ZLL Beast RC car. Pretty cool little speed runner, especially for its size. And yeah, great just for, you know, street bashing and drifting around. So once again, guys, link in the description. Hopefully there's a coupon code. If there is, I'll definitely put that in the description and the pinned comment, and go check it out for yourself. Awesome little car. So cheers for sticking around to the end of this video to see what it could do on 3S. I was very curious to see if it could get that claimed speed. I knew it wouldn't on the stock lithium battery or the lipo, but yeah, I was curious to see on a 3S if it could, number one, handle it, and also if it could reach that 60 to 70 kilometer an hour speed as claimed on the listing, and it did, which is pretty awesome. So till next time, guys, always enjoy the hobby, have fun, and I'll catch you on the next video.